It's not about what we do or don't do, it's about the transformation in our hearts. Are we doing these things to gain praise? Because if we look back on the Sermon on the Mount, we look at the Beatitudes, we see this is the kind of attitudes that we're supposed to have towards ourselves, towards our own sins, not towards everyone else's sins, but our own. We are supposed to be looking in the mirror, not at everyone else. We're supposed to be looking in the mirror and seeing, how do we stack up to this? Our attitudes toward ourselves, towards our own sins, towards God, and towards our enemies, towards our opposition. And how do we treat each other? Are we being salt and light and life to the world? Or are we bringing down judgment, condemnation, and hate on others? How are we living our lives? Are we teaching others to take revenge? Or are we teaching others to love our enemies? Are we teaching others to retaliate? Are we teaching others to hate others in their hearts? Are we teaching others to love others? Are we loving others and living that out so that others can see that? Are we keeping our promises? Are we keeping our oaths to each other? What are our attitudes towards those who would do us harm? What are our motives behind our actions? Are we praying outwardly to get praise from humans, or are we praying because we want to get to know God better and build a relationship with Him so that we can become more like the people He knows we can be? Are we doing all of these rituals, these religious activities, because they're expected of us by other religious people? Are we doing them because they are helping us to build our relationships with each other and with God? Where are our priorities? Are our priorities on the things of this world? Or are our priorities on the things of the kingdom? Are we trying to gather up things, money, possessions, cool stuff, shiny things? Or are we sacrificing and working towards something greater, something that will last longer? Are we spending our time worried about things that may or may not happen? Or are we living our life trusting that God loves us and He knows what's best for us and He will take care of us? Are we teaching others that? Are we going around telling people they're going to go to hell? Are we going around loving people and showing them what it means to be a kingdom dweller, a kingdom person? Are we praying and asking God for the things that we need? Or are we trying to solve everything ourselves? Are we trusting that He knows what's best for us? When we don't get what we want, do we yell at Him and get mad at Him and then go our own way because we didn't get what we wanted? Or do we trust that He knows what's best for us? And that what we wanted wasn't what was best for us? Are we building people up? Or are we tearing people down?